So if you clicked on this video, I know you've been searching and roaming the internet to find the best way to get jacked and get that physique that you actually desire, only to find out that what's up here matters way more than any workout split, any meal plan, or any other tangible thing that you thought would get you that physique. So in this video, I'm gonna break down into 3 principles how you actually reframe your mind in order to get jacked. Now guys, I'm gonna be brutally honest in this video. So if you're soft or easily offended, take the time now to click off this video. So the first thing you guys have to do is man up and stop being a bitch. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be honest, right? So I know and I understand what it takes to actually get that top 1% physique, what it takes to be jacked, right? So I would be doing you guys a huge disservice if I sat here and lied and sugarcoated this message, right? It's not doing you guys any good if I tell you guys things that you've heard your whole entire life, tell you guys things that your friends would say, right? Things that your friends would tell you, right? Or things that made you guys feel good. You guys feel too good, and that's exactly why you're not jacked yet. And the reason why I don't tolerate bullshit, I don't bullshit myself or my clients or anybody in my life, is because I've been through a lot already. I've been through hell and back in order to get this physique. So again, I know what it takes, right? So I'm going to tell you guys the exact moment that changed and reframed my whole entire mindset on getting jacked. So 2023, it was the darkest year of my fucking life. My mom got diagnosed with cancer. I lost my best friend of 15 years. Died randomly. I was broke as shit and I had to work 3 jobs in order to survive. And I fucked up my wrist, right? So that year, my whole entire goal was to get to 200 pounds lean. Mind you guys, I started my fitness journey at 150 pounds, skin and bones. So at the time I was chasing that 200 pound lean goal, I already got to 190 lean, right? I gained 40 pounds of lean mass. Guys, I was lean. I was doing my thing, right? And then one day I was benching with some dumbbells. On my last rep, I heard a pop in my wrist. I was done. I was out. After that, I couldn't even touch a steering wheel without pain, excruciating pain, shooting up my wrist, right? I was out of the gym for 4 months. And of course, as a guy, I didn't go to the doctors. I just thugged it out. I was out of the gym for 4 whole months. So obviously, I lost all of my gains. I cut back on making my meals. I started to slack off. I started to go back to the old version of myself, not going to the gym, slacking off on my meal plan, right? And at that time, everybody was clowning me. Everybody at the gym that used to hate on me, some of my own friends used to joke and say, damn, I wonder when Ty's coming back. So you can only imagine the amount of pain, both physically and mentally, that I was going through at that moment, right? And then I got news that my mom got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to react. One of the closest people in my life got diagnosed with something that could potentially be terminal, right? So obviously, in that moment, I'm devastated. I'm going through my own trauma and trauma with another family member, right? And then, if it couldn't get any worse, my best friend, a guy that I called my brother for 15 years of my life, passed away. So at this point, it's like I'm borderline depressed, right? And to make matters even worse, I have to work 3 jobs at this point because, some shit happened along the way and I ended up in almost $8,000 worth of debt, right? So now I got to come out of this hole and work 3 jobs. So I told myself I have 2 options. I can be a bitch and drown in my own misery, or I can get out of this hole, get my dick out of the dirt, and fucking grind and get everything back, right? So that's exactly what I did. So from that point on, when I made that decision, I never looked back, right? I got up off my ass. You know, I finally regained the strength in my wrist to get back in the gym. Started making my meals again, right? I think I lost about 20 pounds, right? 20 pounds of muscle. So I gained everything back. I was working the 12-hour shifts and then doing DoorDash and fucking Shipt and Uber Eats after my 2 jobs, right? So I was still hitting the gym after those 12-hour shifts. I was still putting in work, right? And then I gained everything back. I gained all of my muscle back. I was able to hit 315 on the bench again, right? Now, as for my mom, she beat cancer. You know, thank God she beat the cancer. You know, I started working more jobs. I got a job as a personal trainer. I got a little bit more money now, right? I don't have to work 3 jobs anymore. But the thing is, guys, the thing I'm trying to tell you guys is, if I were to be a bitch throughout that whole journey, throughout that whole process, I would have I don't even know where I would be right now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? But I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee you I would not be jacked, right? So when I tell you guys these things, it's for a reason. When I pour my heart and soul out to you guys, it's not for me. It's not for me to feel good about myself. It's for you guys. And you know, I used to hate when my coaches would say that shit. They would be like, you know, we come out here for you guys, not for us. And it's true. Guys, I can literally fucking eat fast food, McDonald's, kick my feet up, not go to the gym for a whole entire, like, 2 to 3 months. And I'll still be lean. I'll still be jacked. But you guys can't. So when I say this shit, it is for you guys. Right? So the very first thing you have to do is fucking man up, bro. You can't be a bitch. Now, the second thing we have to do is to be able to take accountability for yourself and your actions. I'm going to tell you guys another story. So I was at the gym about 5-6 months ago with my boy, and I see 2 guys in wheelchairs, right? And these guys are old. These guys are like in their late 50s. Guys, these guys are 2 old dudes in wheelchairs, right? One was paralyzed from the waist down, and the other one had no legs. He was an amputee at the knees, right? From the knee down. He had no shins, no nothing, right? Those guys are in there still fucking putting in work, still going hard, right? So when I hear excuses from you motherfuckers, it's so disrespectful, because it's so disrespectful to me, but also all of those other guys that don't even have the same amount of resources and, you know, willpower as you guys do, and they're still fucking grinding, right? So when I hear shit like that, it's not only disrespectful to me, it's not only disrespectful to them, but also to yourself. Because at the end of the day, whenever you make an excuse, you feel that guilt, you feel that shame, and you know you do, right? You feel like a little bitch because that's what you're acting like. So you have to be able to take accountability for yourself and your actions. Guys, whenever women look at my physique, they're not attracted to the muscles themselves. They're attracted to the fucking battle scars. So my muscles aren't really muscles, they're battle scars. And I'm going to tell you why they're battle scars. Guys, I have to go to fucking war each and every single day to achieve this physique, right? So when a woman looks at me, she's seeing all of the hard work. She's seeing the blood, sweat, and tears. She's seeing the bullshit I had to put up with, right? So that's why when a woman looks at me, she's attracted to that. Because she knows if she were to get with me, she knows she has a strong man by her side. She knows she has a man that's not gonna fucking bitch up and make excuses when times get hard. She knows when the bills pile up, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna get up on my ass to make some shit work, right? Same thing with regular people in public, right? When they see a guy like me, it's like they're looking at a fucking alien. Because out of the whole population, I'm that 1% that's willing to do the hard work. I'm that 1% that's willing to fucking grind and eat shit every single fucking day in order to get this physique, right? That's another thing too. You guys are scared of failure. You guys are scared of the fucking work. You guys aren't able to eat shit every single fucking day. Get thrown on the ground and eat shit every single fucking day. But I'm not. I'm not scared to do that shit. And that's why I look the way I am. Or that's why I look the way I do, right? Because I'm not afraid of the fucking work. So yeah, guys, you guys can't be afraid of the work, and you guys got to take accountability for your fucking actions. Look in the mirror. Your physique is an exact representation of the actions and the decisions you've made all the way up until that point, right? So if you look in the mirror and you're not impressed with the physique that you've built, the man that you've become, you gotta fucking make a change, bro. You gotta make a change. Like, as a man, nobody's coming to save you. So if you want someone to, feel pity for you or someone to feel sorry for you, that's not gonna fucking happen. I can guarantee you that right now. Because women can make excuses. A woman can get saved by a man, right? But you fucking can't. You can't, buddy, right? No one's coming to save your ass. So you got to make a conscious decision like, bro, it's either, I stay fat as fuck, I stay skinny as hell, or I get up off my ass and I fucking get to work to get this physique, to build up this body, to build up this discipline. Now, the last thing is, guys, you have to live in congruency with the man that is actually jacked. You have to live in congruency with the man that you want to become. So, what does that mean? Guys, I'm jacked. You don't see me at fucking McDonald's. You don't see me at fucking, Burger King. You don't see me skipping the gym. You don't see me doing any of the things that a lot of people do. And that's for a reason. It's because I understand that if I do all these things, if I indulge in the bullshit, if I indulge in the vices, if I indulge in the fast food, I'm not going to look like this. I'm not going to have this physique. So what sense does it make that I go out and do everything that the 99% do? I don't do shit that 99% of people do. I do shit that the 1% do, right? And this is exactly why I look the way I look. Guys, I had a call with, this one dude, and he knows me. I've trained him in person before, right? So I guess he thought that I was going to train him in person again, right? Even though we booked an online call and I showed him the program and everything like that. And this motherfucker, when it got to the pricing and I got down to business, I was like, what are we going to do from here? And this motherfucker said, it sounds good. I like the program. It makes sense. But, I need an in-person trainer. I thought you were going to train me in person. Now, let's just break this down, right? I asked him beforehand, too. I asked him, like, when was the last time you were in the gym? I hope he's watching this, by the way. But I asked him, when was the last time you were in the gym? This motherfucker told me he hadn't been in the gym for like 2 to 3 months. So if you need a person to, take you to the gym and watch you work out, and you weren't working out beforehand, that means you were never going to get it in the fucking gym in the first place, right? So your whole mindset is fucked up. And you guys think that's like, an uncommon story. Like, no, like, that's the second time that I got a person like that, right? Same dude, another dude did the same shit to me. So a lot of you guys have bad mindsets when it comes to this fucking, getting jacked and everything like that. Like, you guys think that someone's going to do it for you. No one's going to do this shit for you, bro. I'll be honest with you. So it's like, how the fuck if you're not already putting in the work, who do you think will? Who do you think will do the work for you? I can give you the game plan. I can give you the systems, but you have to implement them, right? I'm not going to fucking do the work for you. So yeah, guys, back to the congruency. You have to live in congruency with the man that is already jacked. That's what I was telling myself. Before I was jacked, I was already telling myself I was going to get there because I knew it. I fucking knew it. I felt it in my bones. I knew I was going to get jacked, right? I knew I couldn't be like the rest of you motherfuckers. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I look the way I do today. Because I put in the fucking work and I knew it. I knew it, bro. I knew I was going to get this physique. So yeah, guys, those are the 3 things that you have to implement into your mindset in order to get that 1% jacked physique. So if you're not already doing that, if you're not already doing these things, you got to start as soon as possible. Before time runs out. It's already fucking November. The year ended already. So if you're not going to go hard after watching this video, I'm sorry, but you're done. You're cooked, bro. You're done. If you're going to start 2026 where you left off this year, you're done. You're done. But yeah, guys, that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys actually implement the things that I've talked about in this video so you too can get a jacked physique. And guys, if you're struggling with the accountability and the actual knowledge and all the programs and the things that you actually need in order to get jacked, click the link in the description. Book a call, and I'm going to see if we're a good fit to work together so I can actually get you there. But that was it for the video, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.